Okay, this next video coming up is going to show you how to find, grants, actually how to take a LESCO report, and then use it to find the grant applications where you live and how to fill them out. So you have everything, a one stop to find everything. And that's why the reports are so important. You never find this on Google because you find people who want to sell you something. And so what we do is collect all the sources of offices in your state that whose job it is to get you money to solve that problem. They're the offices you have to know, and they're the offices that are sitting on the applications that you need. So instead of having 15 million applications in a database, we show you where in your state these applications are most likely to be. So you could just make one contact, find all the applications for that, and then get the help you need to fill them out, because you won't. Most of these applications, particularly for business grants and personal grants, are 2-3 pages, fill in the blanks, and that's it. So pay attention to Sabrina, what you do when you get my report, that gets you to the the promised land or the pot of gold or whatever it is, because otherwise you're going to waste weeks, months, years searching around Google and not get anything. And I've been saying this thing for like 40 years, and this, I believe, is the best way for people to get the information they need in order to apply for the money that belongs to you. And that's the important part. And that's why if you're not a LESCO Help member, we make a lot of these reports available just like for $5.95. So if you don't want to join LESCO Help, you could go to LESCO Reports and just download the video. Download the report that you want for education, for starting a business, for healthcare, for legal help, for getting out of debt, buying a house, or investing in anything. All those reports are there, and you follow them just like Sabrina's going to tell you how to do. So watch her.
Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to share with you how to go over some of the reports, how to find the links for applications on websites, and how to fill out applications. I'm going to utilize some of our most popular reports. First, let's go over our most popular business report. Here we go with the best kept secrets for government business grants and free business coaching. So if I've already gone over the report to find out what's going on, watch the videos, which in this particular report, this introduction video is a series of videos. If you watch the first one and wait after the end, in a few seconds, the option to watch the second one will pop up, and so on. So we're going to scroll down because we've already watched these videos. And now we're going to go to the Sbdc. I already have that pulled up. And at this point, we're not really interested in the events, upcoming workshops, things of that nature. We're interested in finding our Sbdc so that we can start utilizing the resources. For this video, I've created an alternate account so that I can share filling out application information without giving away my private information. And so when we find our local Sbdc, we're going to type in a zip code. I'm going to go ahead and use a zip code from Colorado because that's the state that is used as an example in this report. Anytime in a report that is not specifically for a state, Matthew Lesko is utilizing that report to show you an example of things to look for in your state. Okay, so the nearest location for an Sbdc to this zip code is Fort Lewis College in Durango, Colorado. And so we're going to go to their website. Okay, here we are. We're going to look over the website. We see resources right at the top. Scroll down those. We have a resource book, disaster preparedness, partners, how to start a business, resources, learning videos, marketing videos, podcast and book suggestions. We're going to go with business resources. So with COVID funding, you have to generally have started your business at this point by somewhere around February 20th of 2020 or March of 2020. If that is not the case, you are going to be looking for something other than the EIDL or the PPP. We're going to look over these that they have here. Right now, they have local resources listed. Let's check out what's immediately available. These are all different area resources. The resource that goes along particularly with 81321 is Montezuma County. Oh no. So obviously, even on a .gov site, or well, this isn't a .gov site, I apologize, a .org site, their actual site, sometimes the information doesn't work. So let's pick La Plata County. That's close by. See if theirs is working. Excellent. News. My computer's being slow. I apologize. Okay. So it just kept scrolling. It kind of jumped there. I'll show you again. We have online payments, job openings, meetings and agenda, permits and forms, and report an issue. Those don't apply to us. So we just are continuing to scroll and look for something that is closer to the application process. Here I'm going to click Our Services. So you see here all of these different services that they provide. This is quite different than the Sbdc here in Utah that I utilize. And so I'm not finding what we're wanting. So let's go into departments. No, services. That's the same thing we just saw there. Let's go back to the original Sbdc and see about something different than local resources. Let's see what we can find that is a little more relevant to what we're looking for. Here we go, financing. This is going through some of the criteria, some of the options. We're going to scroll down here. The Small Business Administration, or SBA, has a variety of loan programs. You can click here to get some applications. I know that the Region 9 Economic Development District has some really amazing opportunities right now. So let's check that out. Oh goodness, it is a rural area, so some of their stuff doesn't always work properly. That's not a problem. You just keep trying. So this is just not working out for us tonight, is it? We might have to go to Denver. Let's check out a Denver area code. Or a zip code, I apologize. Okay, we'll just go with a 80123. I can remember that. So let's start over here. Find our Sbdc, and we're going to go 80123 and click. So let's go to the Denver Metro. That's the capital of Colorado's Metro Sbdc, so it is probably the largest Sbdc in the state. And then we're going to go ahead and look for the opportunities on this website. They have similar options. Let's check out the Colorado Business Resource Book. So here you see the Colorado Business Development Foundation. is a link that you can check out further. Colorado Small Business Development Center Network. And that's probably where we're going to come back through to, but we'll scroll a little more here. Okay, you can print the book here if you want. So this is the website, or to download the guide. And so we're not going to be making any calls today. We'll go up and check out the Colorado Small Business Development Center Network. So these are the same buttons that we've been having. Let's scroll down and see what we can do. COVID-19 business and nonprofit resources. Well, we know that our business for this purpose has been started after March of 2020, and so it doesn't qualify for COVID-19 resources. I apologize, my allergies are bothering my eyes a little bit there. So we have no cost consulting and low cost training, and that is what I'm utilizing through my Sbdc here in Utah. So let's look into that. Where would we find it? Okay, so here's the whole county system of Colorado. We tried down here with their stuff. So let's move up here towards Washington. Oh, or not towards Washington. There is a Washington, but towards Denver. Denver's right here. So let's just click. And that's where we already were. So that was a roundabout way to get nowhere. And that's why this is frustrating. And we understand that. This is a very frustrating way to look for things. And that's why we recommend calling. Let's try a different route. Let's go back to our report and see if any of the Denver Sbdc links are still viable. Okay. See, it looks quite different already. This is the Denver, maybe not the Denver Metro. No, they've changed it quite a bit. So that's where we are with this. We may end up utilizing Utah's because it just worked out so much more easily. Why don't we do that? Let's go to the Utah Sbdc. They've changed theirs a little bit as well, but look how much easier that is. So maybe what we can do to try to find the Colorado Sbdc information, just so that you have an idea of how to do this for yourselves, all right? We'll go Colorado Sbdc, and we want to find a business mentor. Okay. And it must include the mentor. Now see, they're going to pop up SCORE, which is another option that we recommend. I have not had as much success with that as in Utah. It may be a better option in Denver. This is through the Sbdc, but this is just a module. Here we go, maybe no. The Sbdc in Colorado does not look like they offer a ready access to finding a mentor. That's where the calling comes in, folks. Call, call, call. So at that point, what I would do is I would look for the phone number for the Colorado Sbdc, yeah, I said it right, Sbdc. And we're going to go back to Fort Lewis. Let's see, they offer to find a business mentor here. Let's see if we do any better there. Yes, wonderful. Okay, so we did find something for Fort Lewis. That's much better. Okay, you can visit the center. Support innovation. We're not really looking on that. Consulting and training. That's where we're looking for. Apply. All right. So let's see how long that took us really quickly, shall we? We've been live for just under 10. Okay, 13 minutes. It took us 13 minutes to find the application for business mentorship at Fort Lewis College. When you get to this page, it's under preparation. Oh my gracious sakes. Can you believe that? That is hilarious. They do at least have an email address and preferably the phone number. Okay, so that is what we would do next. That is just crazy. Colorado is needing to get their stuff together. I'm a little bit embarrassed by my home state at the moment. That's just not okay with me. So here we are back at the Utah Sbdc. Schedule a free consultation. It is so much easier here. So we'll just go with the capital city again. That's usually where the most resources are. We're going to view the location, see if that's the, here we go, meet with a counselor. Salt Lake Community College in Sandy, Utah. Meet with a counselor. You put in an email address. All right, let's put in the email address that I created today. Now, continue to fill out the information here. Okay, so the hard part was finding the application, and that took us less than 15 minutes. Just persevere. It's not as hard as it feels. It is very simply persistence. It will be there if you look. So we're going to go back with our original zip code and hit continue. Business name. So we're going to say Lesko Community Learning. Position, administrator. Address, 100 Main Street, Cortez, Colorado. Oop. Ta-da! Okay. Continue. Primary phone. Okay. Mobile, I'm going to just put, we're not going to put a secondary phone or a website. Business description. Group learning online. Continue. Now we could decide to put this in or not. We're going to go ahead and skip this part. Continue. Continue. Oh, gracious. Okay, they're going to force us to. Have we already started conducting business? We're going to say yes. Year started 2021. January is great. Business type is management of companies and enterprises. And these are things that you would have to know about your own business. So this is giving you a little bit of an example of some of the questions that you might come across. All right. I think everybody's got a pretty good idea. Business organization, sole proprietorship. 1, 0. We're going to say 24,000 for annual sales. Profit and loss, 2,000. And wait, let's do something different. We're going to go 22,000, 2,000. That's where you might have to ask a question. I'm not exactly certain what they're asking there. All right. So at that point, just to get your consultation, I would leave it. This is not going to be held against you. You might write it down so that when you're talking to the person that you finally get to mentor you, you can ask what this meant and what you should have put. Okay? Math is definitely not my strongest skill set. And are we currently exporting? We're going to leave that as no. Okay. There's an answer to part of it, right? So let's do this. Annual profit and loss. We'll just stick with that. Definitely heard about this online, right? Television, radio, not so much. That's the closest, oops, I think that they have. Let's see, get a little bit smaller. Do have some other options down there. Internet, there we go, right? Okay, 8A certification, assistance required. For me, obviously, business accounting is always a good thing. Here's business counseling. Maybe you'd like to know how to do a business plan. Perhaps you're buying or selling a business. Several of our members are trying to start or have started childcare businesses. These are all things that you can sign up to get mentorship for. Okay. We're going to say overall business mentorship. Under the question, briefly describe the specific assistance you are requesting. Now, this is where I'm going to stop because this is where I'm entering a contract. And obviously, this is a fictitious person creating a fictitious account. All you have left to do is enter your full name, continue. They will either send you an email to schedule an appointment. That was how mine worked. They may call you. You may have additional paperwork to fill out in order to sign up for it. I know that one program I signed up for, I had to watch some videos before I was able to sign up for it. That was to get involved in their loan process. It all varies from application to application, all right? So what we're going to do here is we're just going to X out of this. Leave entirely. And I thought that we might have some time to go over some of these other documents, but that took us a minute. So we're going to go ahead and stop for tonight. And I hope that was informational and helpful in getting you further along in your process if you were having any questions or struggles. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, morning, whatever time it is for you where you are when you're watching this video. Thank you.